Welcome YouTube, another live today. And I want to welcome you from wherever you are joining from around the world. You might be here in Australia and it's late afternoon, or you could be over in North America. It's probably really late at night, or perhaps you're over in Europe or the UK. Let me know where you are joining from. And we're going to have a casual chat today, but also an informative one, because I'm going to be talking to you about current events, what we're shifting through, what we're moving through. These are pivotal times. And those of us that are aware and awake understand the urgency of the hour. And I'm going to be getting into a lot of this information today, but before I do so, I want to welcome some of you. I want to hear in the chat where you are joining me from. And of course, as always, if we have any questions, I would love to answer your questions as well. They might be about spirituality, they could be about physical health, emotional health. Who knows? We need the pillars of health to have a healthy building. I use that analogy because if you had a house and you had one corner that didn't have a pillar that was holding it up, the structure would be compromised. So our physical health is important, our spiritual health, our mental health is important. And we want to be in balance and we want to be in harmony. We're shifting now through times which energy is being revealed, good and bad. We're seeing a lot of positive things, and welcome to Marianne. Where are you joining me from? I think West MI. I'm guessing that is Michigan in the United States. Let me know. But we have a few of you joining. Let me know in the chat now. I want to see where you're joining me from. I love connecting with you. Hello, Joy Johnson. Welcome. Lovely to have you. And I always tell you this, such a great name, Joy. The energy that we're shifting into is going to bring up a lot of emotions. It's going to shake people. It's bringing up a lot of insecurities. It's revealing a lot of truths. Yeah, who's noticing that? Things are coming to the surface that have been hidden within our governments. With Joy is joining from South Africa. Beautiful. I will be visiting South Africa one day and seeing the beautiful country that you have there. And this shift that I talk about, it's not happening in one location. It's not happening over in North America and not happening throughout the rest of the planet. This is a global shift. Not only is it a global shift, it's a interplanetarian shift. It's a shift of the entire cosmos. This is affecting everywhere. I'm going to use this word revealing. It's the great revealing. And this time, specifically in human evolution and history, has been spoken about through ancient text and prophecy. It's good to see you, Paul. I look forward to meeting you. Yeah, well, I do too, Joy. Joy, do you have any questions, or anybody else that's joining? Specifically, more than ever, I want to answer questions today. I love doing it live. And even if on the replay we have people that have questions, I want to answer some of them for you. I've been getting a lot of information come through me about the times that we're in, and there is so much to share with you. The first thing I'll say is those that are walking in truth and light have nothing to fear. We're moving into times where our intuition is going to be so pivotal for our existence, because there is a split occurring. And the split that is occurring, that was spoken about through many different wisdom traditions and prophecies and teachers, is a split or a shift in human consciousness. One group of humanity will go in one direction and another group will move into a different direction. We have inherent free will. Our free will in a free will universe will never be exploited. You might feel I don't have a choice, but really we always do have a choice. We choose whether we do something or don't, but we have inherently a free will. And during this time when there is this split that occurs, one group of humans will go into one direction, and those that are aware and awake will move into another direction. Tell me everything you know. Well, there is a great change, a great split that is coming. And I will tell you, it is happening within the next 5 years. The world that we know right now will be very different in 5 years' time. And in 10 years' time, it will be dramatically different again. There is a lot to that. It's going to get challenging for everybody. Okay? I don't say that to stoke fear. I want you to be in faith, not fear. But it's important that we're aware of what's coming down the line. And there is some stuff coming down the line that is going to affect you, your loved ones, in such a way that it's imperative, it's crucial that you're walking in light and truth and awareness so that you can make the choices that are right for you, which is truth and love, and not be led into deception. I want to be able to fly when I get reactivated. Oh, all things are possible. I was having a discussion with the spirit side, specifically Jesus, and I was asking about supernatural gifts. I was told that supernatural gifts are going to be expanded and people are going to activate in their gifts. I didn't specifically ask about flying, but what I do know is people will step into their healing abilities in ways that will baffle the medical community. They won't be able to explain it. Now, I know those things have happened in the past, but what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing is that those that are walking in truth, those that are connected to divinity, will be used even more so than in the past. And we're going to see great miracles occur. And I'm really excited about that. We'll be doing things like Jesus did, and we'll be laying hands and calling wellness, calling wholeness to someone that is lacking, that isn't in alignment with wholeness. And instantly I was shown people will be made well in the moment, instantly, not a progressive healing. So I'm expecting that. I believe that. In fact, for me personally, I'm affirming to myself that I'm aging in reverse, that my skin is regenerating. See, you can have anything you want in life, but you have to believe it. If you don't believe it, you're going to get what you believe. The belief you have is the reality you create. And so we get in our own way, don't we? Do we have any questions? Mariana or Mariana, do you have a question? Because I'd love to answer. Yes, we are aging in reverse. You know, and that may sound crazy to some, but what you believe becomes true for you. And I'm 44 this year, and I feel like I'm getting and looking younger. How do I know that? Because people tell me so. And I agree with them. So really, we can have anything we want, but we have to believe it. You were never meant to be sick. You were never meant to be poor. You were meant to live abundantly. I apologize for my headphones. I have these sound headphones, and you probably see me on camera a bit playing with them because they don't seem to sit in my ears very well. And I like to be able to hear that the sound is really good because we've had sound issues in the past. And so it's important that I wear these so that I can hear that the microphone is connected and that you can hear me, because I'm hearing what you're hearing. I'm interested in what we will look like. Will we be crystalline? That is a really good question. I've heard that. I haven't confirmed that specifically for myself. I don't rely on anyone else's material anymore. It's kind of a part of my development and my evolution, if you like. I used to go to other people's books like Dolores Cannon. I now go direct to source. So Marianne, I'll tell you what, I will ask that question directly, as I do with a lot of things here. I'm not reading anymore. I'm not going to outside sources. I'm going direct. And in times now, I encourage you to do the same. You don't need an intercessory between you and the divine. You don't need if you've come from religious institution, you don't need a priest or an intercessory or an intermediary between you and the divine. You have a direct source. What is required is for us to go within and to listen to the still small voice. So from now on, that is where I derive my information from, not other people's books and other people's revelation. I'm going from my own revelation. Now, it's great to have stuff confirmed. It's great to learn what others have gained. But I think in these times, our truth and our direct connection is more important, that we develop that spiritual musculature, if you like, that spiritual connection more than ever. So I hope in the next live that I do, Marianne, that I will be able to specifically answer that question. Just got here and clicked. Everything happens for a reason. Yes, absolutely. Carla, welcome to you. Carla, where are you joining from as you're watching this? I want to hear from you. And if you've got a question, actually you have clicked the live for a reason. I believe this. Even if 3 people are watching the live and more are watching the replay, it doesn't matter, because you know what? These are seeds that are being sown, and seeds will bear fruit. And so perhaps, Carla, you have a question that you would like for me to answer today, and you're from Mississippi. Welcome from beautiful Mississippi. I haven't been there, but I will be going one day, as I've heard lots of wonderful things. I have been to the US about 10 times, but not to Mississippi. I would love, though, Carla, to answer your question, and I'm here to facilitate. I'm here to be a guide and a teacher, if I can be, if you've got something that you're asking. And if anybody else, it might be you, Joy, or you, Marianne, if you have questions, please let me know in the chat section, and I would love to answer people's questions. I shared this. Let me read something to you. I shared a prediction on Threads on Instagram today, and this was the information that I got when I tuned in. So this is the energy shift for this specific week that we're in now. Truth surfaces. This is for this week, the coming events. Hidden truths emerge. Some feel exposed, others liberated. Trust the process. Emotional release. Old wounds may resurface. This isn't regression. It's clearing. So let go. Let go of the past. Take action. No more waiting. Maybe that's the message for you, Carla, is no more waiting. It's time for you to step up and trust yourself. There we go. Before you even came to me, Carla, that message is specifically for you. And I'm going to reread this. Carla, no more waiting. It's time for you to step up and trust yourself. That is, I'm getting confirmation, is why you tuned in and what you were meant to hear. You needed confirmation. And there is your sign. There is your confirmation. Take action. No more waiting. It's time to step up and trust yourself. And that applies to everybody as well. Energy upgrades. Fatigue. Some of us are feeling fatigued. Who's been feeling fatigued or restless? Your body is adjusting. So hydrate and rest. Your body is adjusting to the new energy. Now, faith test. Challenges are going to come this week for us. Life's full of challenges. But challenges are growth. So embrace them. Very restless, and I very much believe that confirmation. I do too. And see, there's no coincidences or accidents or people accidentally clicking on something. You know, the divine is always communicating with us. And we are never left nor forsaken, even to the end of the age. We are always loved and embraced, but we often don't even listen. We're too busy, stuck on our devices these days, or stuck in our own minds, our worries, our fears, our anxieties, that we don't listen to the small, still voice within us. If you would only take the space, let me remind you of this. Let me guide you to that place, back to that place within yourself, to tune in, because all of the answers are there. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open to you. Great words of Jesus that remind us of that truth. And I am with you. I never forsake you, even to the end. And of course, there is really no end. There may be ends of ages, but you are an eternal spiritual being that is having a temporary human experience. And of course, your soul is eternal, formed before time itself began. Waking up and feeling instantly nervous, feeling and hearts amped up. So people are feeling, Kayla has said she feels fatigue and restlessness. Yeah, hydrate. Rest, listen to your body. Really important during these times that we're listening to our intuition. We're listening to our body. All right, I might leave it there. I have to go to the gym and do my physical exercise for the day. And I need to be there in 20 minutes. So I will end now. If you've got further questions, when I post this video, you can ask there in the chat. Remember, you don't need an intermediary between you and the divine. You have direct contact. You just have to ask. You just have to go within and listen. I'll see you next time I communicate. Much love.